shooting, scoring! And what a snipe!
Oh, he smoked them like a Christmas ham, as we say.
Back cross ice, what a save by Laurel! History has repeated itself. Greater Sudbury has won back-to-back NOJHL championships.
What's going on, everyone? This is NOJHL Game Day. I'm Alex Bastiavansky. Great to see you again. Puck drop is fast approaching. Let's take a look at what's been happening around the league and at what's on tap for today.
MacArthur, low, across, scores! Brent Romanov!
Brent Romanov has been flying high over the past few seasons. He's a Timmins boy playing for his hometown Rock. And this year, he's taken his game to a whole new level.
Romanov scores! Brent Romanov!
Yeah, up to this point, I think we're having a good season as a team. My teammates are really helping me. Coach, he's really trusting me, putting me in different situations like the PK, and I think I've been doing good and staying consistent every game, and that's the goal here, just being the best I can every game.
An instant MVP candidate. I think with Brant, it's just a matter of showing up every single night and competing. I think his skill will take care of all the rest, but and then his talent's just going to take over because there's not too many players in the league that's more talented than him.
With 34 points in just 17 games, he sits 6th in the NOJHL scoring race, and he's leading the resurgent Rock, who are sizzling entering tonight, having won 5 straight.
Walking, Romanov scores!
Yeah, when I step on the ice, I think I'm definitely an offensive threat. I have high vision and high IQ, and I think my release is also a big thing I use, a tool. And I just have a good vision, and playmaking is really good. And I try to set my teammates up or shoot when I can and put it in the back of the net.
As mentioned, Romanov was born and raised in Timmins. Growing up, he dreamt of playing for the Rock, making countless trips to McIntyre Arena to watch his heroes.
Yeah, growing up, I was a really big fan. I came to a lot of games. I actually did a lap with the flag when I was younger, so I have a video of that. But yeah, it was a dream to play for the Timmins Rock, and being able to do that now is just really surreal and awesome.
And the Rock gave him a chance to take the next step to Major Junior. He was signed last season by the Gatineau Olympique and suited up 13 times for them. And he's brought that experience back to Timmins.
Walks in, scores! That was all Brent Romanov.
Yeah, no, I think I brought back a lot of experience from Gatineau and how high they play at that level and how good you have to be every single day. My goal is just to play hockey at the highest level possible as I can and achieve an education while doing so.
Kim stays onside, nice play, Romanov scores! They end it. 3:13 of overtime, Brent Romanov goes blocker side high.
And more on Brant and the Rock in a moment. First, though, highlights from the lone game last night, Sudbury and Espanola. It was a special game for both teams. It was in support of the Noah Strong Foundation. Noah Dugas was a former member of the North Bay Trappers who played with many current NOJHLers when they were younger, including the Cubs and Paper Kings. He tragically passed away in 2020 at the age of 13. The foundation supports communities through acts of kindness, selflessness, and resiliency. We'll let Thomas Mercier take you through the action.
And now here comes Carter Drigo in transition with a man to the net. A chance there for Warner, but it bounced off at the inside of his skate. Pass in front, they score! A minute and 15 in, Joseph Coates on the first shot of the game, and Espanola, for the second straight meeting against Sudbury, has opened the scoring. Hayden Lawn, wouldn't he love to score on this special day? Drop pass for Kinderboy, who shoots. Nice toe save by Hogan, the rebound, and they score! How fitting! Hayden Lawn has scored on Noah Strong Day. You couldn't draw it up any better, and this game is tied. And Noah, that one is for you.
Literal chills after that goal. Like you said, how fitting that Long gets the goal on Noah Strong night. One of his good friends back in North Bay when he played.
And And that should do it for the first period. King with one last drive, he scores! With .5 left on the clock, Owen King beats the buzzer. Boards behind the net, Joseph Coates able to get a piece of it. Now here's Horgan on a turnover, walking towards the net on the backhand. He scores! Spencer Horgan capitalizes on another defensive zone breakdown by Espinola. Here's Newton now on the right side. Speaking of a kid that can do it all, he's walking in now. Beautiful cross-ice pass, they score! Oh, baby, what a feed from Nolan Newton. And Walker, the beneficiary of a beautiful cross-crease pass. Menard up the left wing with a minute left to go in the power play. Menard, beautiful cross-ice pass. Smith shoots and scores! And Owen Smith gets a special goal on Noah Stronnight as he wires it past Mateo Bates. Counterpart Spencer Horgan. Drigo breaks across the line with some room. Drigo from the slot, he scores! Carter Drigo goes 5-hole on Mateo Bates. And all of a sudden, it's a one-goal game. Coates now up to his 6-game point streak, picking up the goal back in the first period. Here's a shot from Vlad, he scores! Alexander Vlad lets it ride from the top of the line, and a much-needed goal for the Cubs puts them back up by 2. Back in his own zone, scored a power play goal back at the 5:05 mark of this period. Up for Newton now. Newton trucking towards the net. Nice drop pass. Lon had a chance to shoot it. Rebound chance. Walker's got another one. Mason Walker on the power play yet again, and Sudbury has got the 3-goal lead back.
The Cubs win 6-3, and with the victory, they take over sole possession of second spot in the standings, surpassing the Paper Kings and Thunderbirds in the process. And congrats for going out to Thomas Mercier from around the league last night as the broadcaster called his 300th league game the night before his 30th birthday. The Cubs are all class as they commemorated the occasion with the plaque, and it looks like Thomas got an early start on the birthday celebrations. Congratulations, buddy. Today's game previews brought to you by Rogers. Rogers, great deals happening now. Shop today. Timmins taking on the Sioux Thunderbirds. This is going to be a good one. The Thunderbirds won the only game they played 3-1 on September 26th. The Rock, though, currently on a 5-game winning streak. The T-Birds 3-2 over their last 5. Sudbury taking on the Powassan Voodoos. They have had some good ones so far this season. Powassan 2-1 against the Cubs this campaign. The Voodoos 3-2 over their last 5 games. The Cubs red hot 4-1 over their last 5, including last night's win. Kirkland Lake taking on the Sioux Eagles. The teams have split 2 games this season. The Eagles just beat them 7-1 last week, though. The Sioux heating up 4-1 over their last 5. The Miners winless over that time. French River taking on Iroquois Falls. They have split 2 games this season, but the Rapids cool right now. They have lost 5 straight games, while the Storm are 2-3 over their last 5. Primetime player from last night, Mason Walker from the Cubs. 2 goals, 1 assist in the win over Espinola. Mason has 16 points in 8 games so far this season. And your play of the day, brought to you, of course, by BrokerLink Auto, Home, and Business Insurance. BrokerLink, life is confusing. Your insurance shouldn't be. It's some Walker and Newton magic for the Cubs.
Here's Newton now on the right side. Speaking of a kid that can do it all, he's walking in now. Beautiful cross-ice pass, they score! Oh, baby, what a feed from Nolan Newton. And Walker, the beneficiary of a beautiful cross-crease pass, making another power play goal for Sudbury. It's 4-1.
And that's all the time we've got for today. But just a reminder, all throughout the season, to stay up to date on everything that's going on with the NOJHL. Be sure to check out the league's official social media outlets. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.
Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items, or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
Good evening and welcome to the Powassan Sportsplex on a Friday night in P-Town. I'm Courtney Kenny, pleased to be joined by Harrison Clements as the Powassan Voodoos take on the Greater Sudbury Cubs. The Voodoos are coming off a bit of a quiet week. We just heard about the Sudbury Cubs playing the Espanola Paper Kings last night. The Voodoos have only played one game in the last 2 weeks, which saw them defeat the French River Rapids 8-2 last Friday night. And it's been an even quieter couple of weeks at the Sportsplex since October 25th that the Voodoos have played at home against the same French River Rapids, in which the Voodoos beat them 8-1 in that game. Harrison, should be a good one. It always is when these two teams match up.
Absolutely. Last time these two teams faced off, Sudbury picked up their first win of the season against the Voodoos, as the Voodoos had won their first two straight. The Cubs, who are 1-2 this season, sit second in the NOJHL standings with 29 points in 21 games. They, as you saw in the game day video, claimed sole possession of second place with that victory over Espanola. Meanwhile, the Voodoos, who have 2 or 3 games in hand on the top 4 teams, sit fifth with 26 points after playing only 18 games. So a tightly contested top half of the league here, Courtney, as there's been a lot of shuffling. We saw it at the showcase itself with one victory sending teams up to the top, and then that trend has sort of continued as the season's worn on.
Yeah, like you said, a victory here for Powassan, and they'll leapfrog a couple of teams in the standings, depending on how the league schedule shakes out here tonight. It's probably the top 6 teams are pretty close in the league so far. The Voodoos are getting reinforcements here at home, as the last time they played at home, they didn't have Caden Cowell, who was injured in that game against Sudbury in a bit of a high hit late in the boards as well. He's riding a 7-game point streak. He has 28 points in 14 games this season and has 15 points during his impressive 7-game point streak. Whereas on the other side, Dax Klinkhammer and Nolan Newton lead the Cubs offense with 35 points each and sit 5th and 6th respectively in league scoring. However, Newton's done his in 18 games, whereas Klinkhammer has still impressive done it in 21.
Well, you talk about in addition to the Voodoos, we would be remiss to not mention the exit of a prime Voodoo scorer. That's Jax Pereira. The Voodoos have seen star 16-year-old forward Jax Pereira called up permanently by the North Bay Battalion. Pereira had 13 points in 10 outings with the Voodoos before the call-up. He scored his 3rd OHL goal last night, Thursday night, for the Battalion, the opening goal for the troops in that game, and a 4-2 victory over the Erie Otters.
Jax Pereira has not looked out of place when he went up and played, got his cup of coffees with the Battalion. I believe he scored the first goal of the season for the Battalion as well before he came down to Powassan. And, you know, this is what happens when you're an affiliate team. You expect, some of these players to move on. And also, it's also a feather in your cap to say we had to help, even if it was just 12-game or, 15-game sample that Jax Pereira played, in helping him get to the next level. I mean, we're going to see another prime prospect for the Voodoos here as well in net, Cole Vroogdenhill, who's pretty much started every single game against the Cubs so far this year.
Yeah. Cole, as we mentioned with the Voodoos record, won those first 2 games, and then in the 7-2 game, he was also in net when these two teams last face off, so he will get the nod here once again. He's played fantastically throughout the season. In 9 games played, he has 5 wins, 3 losses, a .315 goals against, and a .916 save percentage as the Voodoos, led by Vroogdenhill, skate out onto the ice.
Cole Vroogdenhill has certainly been impressive. One thing that we can't say anymore is that he's 15. He turned 16 a week ago. In net for the Cubs is Matthew Bowerman. He's 4-4 on the season with a .255 goals against average and .904 save percentage. He got pulled, though, in the game in Sudbury to finish the showcase, in which he played against the Voodoos. But we're going to take a quick break here as we're going to hear the national anthem at the Sportsplex, and we'll be back with more Voodoos hockey on the other side of this.
And local sports history. Joe possessed a vast collection of local and international hockey memorabilia. He was also known for his encyclopedic sports knowledge, which he was always happy to share. Joe was a strong supporter of local sports, mentoring, coaching, and managing youth teams in the area for many years. The Powassan Voodoos, and indeed the entire Sturdy community, send sincere condolences to his family and friends. Godspeed, Joe. We'll now hold a moment of silence in Joe's memory. We ask you to rise if able, remove your hats, and join Shannon DeRoy for the singing of the Canadian National Anthem.
And we're just about ready to go as we're ready for Powassan Voodoos hockey at the Sportsplex finally here. One thing of note, because we're pretty interested in trends in sports as things go on in the season. Home ice has not been an advantage for either team in this regular season series so far, as the Voodoos have won both games in Sudbury, and the Cubs have won the lone game here so far in the 3 matchups, Harrison.
Well, we see it a lot in hockey, how those trends persist. And the Voodoos, they want to get off to a bit better start. Last time they went down early. They were able to get a couple back, but they just lost control. Playing a full 60 minutes here, playing smart, especially in the neutral zone, is going to really turn the tables their way. As we have our starting lineup of Justin Rousseau, Jesse Lefebvre, Caleb Dawson, Marcus Kratz, Dylan Roussel, and of course Cole Vrugden-Hill in net for the Voodoos.
And we are underway here at the Sportsplex. The Voodoos win the draw back. It's to Kratz. Kratz can't get it in deep. The Cubs start this one in their road whites, going left to right, and the Voodoos in their home greens are going right to left as it's into the Voodoos zone. And that's Antonioni and Dylan Roussel who bang bodies in the corner. Another hit thrown. Couple of hits thrown as that's Caden Long. Now it's up for Dawson. Dawson can't get it up. Dubroy gets to it, takes a shot from distance, and Vrugden-Hill makes the save. Now Rousseau tries to flip it out of the zone. He does. Down the ice it goes. Horgan and Dawson in a foot race. Dawson with a good stick out front now for Lefebvre. Lefebvre tries to return the favor, and the puck is out of play as both teams trading chances here in the opening 36 seconds.
Both these teams play a very physical type of hockey. The Voodoos love to get the puck in deep, wear their opponent down on the boards, playing the cycle. Meanwhile, Sudbury is really good at taking advantage in the opposite direction, in the open ice, muscling off defenders and creating space of their own on the rush.
Face-off will have to get redone here as Ryan Saginaw now gets his first touch on a face-off against Dax Klinkhammer, but Klinkhammer's being shown out. And coming in for the draw, that is Noah Cohan. Off the draw, they play it onto the far side. Barclay couldn't quite get a piece of it. Now it's to the point. King can't get it out. Now it's Bagley. Bagley to the middle. And it's out front. Barclay tried to get a backhander off, but he couldn't. Now it's into the wall. Comes out the Cubs with some numbers going the other way. King to Klinkhammer. Klinkhammer takes the shot. He fires that one wide of the net. Jacob Signoretti now knocks it right back in. And over by general manager Chris Dawson, who puts up a hand, although he didn't really have a chance on it.
Well, we saw the Cubs make a lot of plays like we just saw, gaining numbers in the neutral zone, moving with speed, and creating those odd man rushes. You see that 3-on-2 develop really quickly, and with the way forwards are able to cheat high with the confidence the Cubs have, you have to really watch your defenders sticking up closer to the red line and playing that blue line really tightly.
Dawson with the puck, tries to get it out of the zone. as he's out here double shifting. Dawson carries the puck in. Got it to the far side. It's dumped back in. Dawson into the corner. Plays it around to the near side for Owen Head. Head cycles it right back around behind the net. It's not quite to Dawson, though, as Navarro gets it up for McCartney. McCartney got the puck to the Voodoo's blue line. Can't quite get it in deep, though, as Head picks it back up. Head up for Dawson. Dawson from distance. It's going to be played by Varriman, who makes the save. And now to the near side. Roussel with the puck. Got it to Kratz. Kratz trying to move the puck up the ice. Gets it over for Roussel. Roussel walking in. Roussel takes a shot. That one whistled wide of the net. Back to the point. Brownlee keeps it in. Puck back, played down the ice, and there was no one there, so now Roussel has to go and get it in his own zone. Roussel behind the net, far side to Kratz. Kratz has it in the corner. Marcus Kratz can't quite clear the zone with it, though, as he's going to have to turn around and pick the puck back up. Gets to the near side for Roussel. Roussel walking back out of the zone, plays it up, and it's off the skate of Burnett and down the ice. Now Burnett leaving it for Brownlee. Brownlee with a shot, and that one is off the pad of Varriman and into the corner. Now down the ice, Devon Brown, another Battalion prospect, picking the puck up. Flips it down the ice, got it to Landry, and Landry got a stick on it. And it's into the Cubs zone. Horgan with the puck now. Horgan down the ice, through the neutral zone he goes. Carrying the puck in, takes a shot. Vrugdenhill kicks that one aside. And now the puck is picked up by Bagley. Bagley nearly gave that one away to Horgan. Bagley down the ice, got it to Dawson. Dawson's going to get a piece of it. No, they say it's icing. So, a defensive zone draw now for the Voodoos.
Every time we see these two teams play, they always start on time. They always come with a lot of energy and are able to generate chances early. We see the Voodoos get a couple of good looks early in the Sudbury zone. Meanwhile, Sudbury rushing back the other way is trying to get some shots off despite the good sticks of the Voodoos.
Off the draw, it's the Cubs with possession. Signoretti into the corner. Brown's right there. And now it's played up and down the ice as Devon Brown did a good job of disrupting the play and getting the puck down the ice. Now it's up for Caden Long, the former Voodoo. Long played the puck to the far side, and it's carried in by the Cubs. Now it's Dubroy with a shot, and Vrugdenhill made the save. Rebound is there, and the puck goes back to the blue line, and it's back, shot on net. Vrugdenhill making another save, as that could have been a dangerous opportunity for the Cubs.
The Cubs are really good at finding space, especially in the offensive zone, and right there is a prime example. Their team chemistry is really good. They're able to just read where the puck might rebound to. We see a dangerous shot right in front of the net, even though there's 4 Voodoos surrounding the attacker.
Off the draw. Puck was won back by the Cubs, but now Jasoni's going to get it out and down the ice. Jasoni gains the red line, flips it in behind the net, and going to play it was Barclay. Now it's Saginaw on the far side. Saginaw, Barclay. Barclay overskated it. Now Saginaw gets a stick in there and gets a loose puck, but he's knocked off the puck, and going the other way is King. King walking in. Owen King comes in, takes a shot, he scores. Owen King gets his 8th of the season. It's 1-0 Sudbury.
And that's that transition play that Sudbury is so good at taking advantage of. They notice the change. There's nobody in the neutral zone, and he just gets that step ahead on the defender and gets to pick his spot on basically a breakaway. And just like that, Sudbury does what they do best. Take advantage of your mistakes and go up 1-0.
Owen King has been found money for the Cubs so far. He led the league in scoring last season when he was with Blind River. One could argue he should have been MVP over a certain Cub last season too. I made that argument on one of the game day videos. He was impressive for the Beavers. As we're back underway here. Monsignor to the near side. Roussel couldn't get it out as Navarro gets it in deep. Now it's out front. They score again. It's McCartney on a big giveaway by the Voodoos. And it's McCartney's 9th of the season, 2-0 Cubs.
And just that open space. It's those mismatches on the man. You're not able to stay on top of it. You give up even the slightest bit of space, and Sudbury's going to take advantage of that. There's really nothing Vrugdenhill could do there. He tried to get over his best desperation, but you have to be able to rely on your defenders to help you out that close.
We talked about it being a quick start for the Cubs. It wasn't 2-0 until there was 6 seconds left on the clock in that first period in that game. And the Voodoos tried to mount a comeback, and as usual with these comebacks against the Cubs, it works, and then you give up the lead again. As there's another shot turned aside by Vreugdenhill. As Brownlee now is going to carry the puck in. Brownlee couldn't quite get the puck in on net, though, as it was blocked. Now the puck rolling in. Bauerman is going to cover that one up, and the Voodoos will have to restart again here in the Cubs zone.
It's far from ideal, let's get that out of the way, but you have to start doing the little things right. Closing up that space, getting in the opponent's end, getting a couple of good looks, just piece by piece at this point if you're the Voodoos. Start chaining those small things together and good things can happen.
Off the draw, it's won by the Voodoos. Back to the point for DeBox. DeBox sends it in. He's going to go around to the near side. Dubroy is going to get it past Jasoni, and DeBox will have to pick it up in his own zone. DeBox rims it around to far side. Now Russo couldn't quite get a stick on it and is sent back in by the Cubs. Now Jasoni plays it back for DeBox. DeBox. The Voodoos were also down 2-0 in the opening game between these two teams this year, and the Voodoos came back and scored 4 unanswered. Now we're going to get a hand pass against the Cubs, and we'll get a stoppage here.
And that is one thing that's certainly going for the Voodoos, is we've seen them string goals together in quick succession on their own. Saw it in one of the first matchups against Espanola in this building, where they were able to just string together 3 quick goals in, I think it was about 2 or 3 minutes. I believe it was an Espanola game, but they do have that offensive firepower. They just need to start stringing things together.
Saginaw being shown out of the face-off dot. Now it's won by the Voodoos, and Roussell's going to dump it in on a bouncing puck. That's Alex Valad with the puck. Plays it in deep. Couldn't quite get much room, though. That's Anthony Boyes. Boyes back to the point for Roussel. Roussel can't keep it in. And now the Voodoos will have to tag up. Kratz with the puck. Sends it up the ice, trying to get it to Boyes. Boyes trying to get it in. He lost a glove, as there was a bit of contact there with Valad. Now it's to the near side. Puck bouncing, but is picked back up by the Cubs. Signoretti with the puck. Down the ice. And it's out. Now Saginaw picks it up. Saginaw nearly lost the puck. He does now. Signoretti walking in. Signoretti gets a good chance, and that one's turned aside by Vreugdenhill as he makes another save there.
And Sudbury just swooping in, finding that space, finding the defensive mismatch, and creating that space. And Vreugdenhill able to read the puck, stay on top of it, keep his team at this point. And the Voodoos have been doing a good job of winning these face-offs, and that's going to be key here.
Head in for the draw again, but it's won by the Cubs. Back to the point. Jacob Signoretti now with a shot from distance. Missed the net. Caden Long on the near side picks it up. He throws a hit on Head, and now the puck is into the corner, and it's out by the Voodoos. Up for Cowell. Cowell, he can be dangerous. Lost the puck, though, as Signoretti picks it up. Signoretti chips it off the glass and down the ice. Now Dubroy walks in. Dubroy takes a shot. That's blocked by the Voodoos, but not out of the zone. Bonsignor, who had 2 goals in the game against French River last weekend, broke up that play. Voodoos finally get it out of their zone. It's going to be picked up by the Cubs, though, and Head picks it up. Sends it around to the near side. Cowell. Cowell into the corner. Lost the puck as it never really settled down for him. And the Cubs pick it back up. Down the ice they go. Dubroy gains the red line, dumps it right back down, and Head's going to pick it back up. Head to the far side for DeBox. DeBox plays it around for Jasoni. Jasoni now behind his net. Jasoni has Klinkhammer on him, and he sends the puck down the ice, and that's going to be sent in by the Voodoos. That was Burnett. Cowell on the near side for Landry. Landry playing it on the half wall. He's tied up, and King goes the other way. King thrown hard into the board by Burnett. Now Klinkhammer walks in. Klinkhammer takes the shot. That's blocked by DeBox. Klinkhammer still with possession, going for a skate. Klinkhammer takes another shot. Vreugdenhill with the save. Rebound in a dangerous spot, but the Voodoos are able to clear it away as Burnett sends it down the ice. Bowerman, it took a weird bounce there. He had to be quick with his stick on that one. Now Landry on the near side, plays it around behind the net. Klinkhammer's going to get to it first. Now he tries to get around Brownlee. Brownlee ties him up, but he's able to play the puck to Navarro. Now it's King. King up the ice quickly. Now going in is Cohan. Cohan leaves it for King. King into the near side wall. He lost the puck, but he's able to get it back and send it back for Horgan. Now it's McCartney with the puck. Horgan to Vlad. Vlad misplays it as Russo's going to pounce, but he can't quite get there in time for Vlad. Now Horgan once again to Cohan. Playing it back for Vlad as there's a big hit thrown. Now Lefebvre was battling with Newton. And the Cubs will send it back in deep. Off the boards and the glass. Russo picks it up on the half wall. Russo turns around. Gets it up for Dawson. Dawson tried to get it out of the zone. He did. And now Kratz will come in and throw a body, but now it's back for Newton. Newton can't quite get it deep into the zone as him and Russo collide. Russo tries to play the puck down the ice. The linesman gets in the way and Newton collects the loose puck. Back out front again. Good chance blocked by the Voodoos, who now have a chance to go the other way. And a good stick by Vlad disrupted that. Lefebvre flips it towards the net. Varman makes the save, as that's the first Voodoo shot in some time. Now going the other way, the Cubs. Walking in is Walker. Walker plays it in deep. So he got picked up by Brown, who plays it around for Bagley. Bagley lost the puck, though. And he's going to chip it down the ice. Now it's going to be Boys and Varela. And it's to the near side. Down the ice, Brown gets to it, plays it cross ice for Bagley. Bagley nearly lost it, but now it's for Barclay. Barclay walks in, leaves it for Saginaw. Saginaw at the blue line. Oh, far side. Brown missed the net on a good play. Set up all there by Barclay and Saginaw. And Brown in a prime scoring position. McCullough got it over for Duguay. Now Duguay takes the shot. Rebound. It bounced off Rugenhill and went dangerously close to the open net. Jasoni up for Boys. Boys trying to get around Varela. Now Matteo Signoretti in there. He's tying up with Jasoni. And the puck back into the Voodoo zone. Barclay gets to it. No, sorry, Brown. As we're over the 10-minute mark. Now he gets it up for Boys. Boys, it's knocked away by him. However, there'll be no icing. And the puck is played out for Dawson. Dawson towards the net. That one's blocked. Or sorry, Bonsignor. The other way now go the Cubs again. Shot towards the net. And now Roussel and Dubroy are tied up on the near side. Antonioni plays it back. And Roussel gets it to the box. Now Bonsignor. Bonsignor tried to go cross ice and get it to Cowell. Now it's given away to Antonioni, and a good block there by DeBox on what could have been a costly giveaway. Cubs still with possession, but now it's picked up by Head, who plays it to the near side for Cowell. Cowell plays it down the ice for Bonsignor. Bonsignor up for Head. Head takes a shot from distance. That's blocked away by Varman. Now the puck in behind the net. Cowell into the corner. Cowell played it out front. No one was there. It's picked up by the Cubs as that's Caden Long. And it's kicked back down the ice by Bagley. Navarro will pick it up. Long dumps the puck right back down. Rugenhill plays it, leaves it behind the net. And Kratz will play it up for Russo. Or Bonsignor, rather. Monsignor had the puck hop away from him. And now it's played off by Bagley, but it's given away. Good chance out front. That pass wasn't completed. As Klinkhammer now takes a shot from distance. And it's blocked aside by Rugenhill. Now Cohan with it. That's going to go for offside, though. And we'll get a stoppage here in what feels like forever. And it'll also bring our mid-period break. And we'll be back with more Voodoos hockey on the other side of this. And we welcome you back inside the Powassan Sportsplex here for the second half of period number one. It's 2-0 for the Cubs. Shots also favor Sudbury, 11-4. As the goals have come off the sticks of Owen King and Eden McCarthy. Their 8th and 9th goals respectively on the season.
The Cubs took a commanding lead 2-0 early on, but it's been much more even in the past 4 or 5 minutes as the Voodoos have found a lot more effective possessions.
Now Klinkhammer walks in, takes a shot. That shot goes well wide of the net. And Burnett tries to chip it up and out, and they do, and the Voodoos have a 2-on-1 the other way. Landry with Brownlee. Landry walks in, takes a shot, and that one missed the net. 2 good chances for the Voodoos this period. You gotta hit the net. Now Brownlee chips it in. Burnett couldn't quite get there. It's Landry on the far side. It's for Klinkhammer, though. Klinkhammer gets it down the ice. And King gets in the way of Kratz there. Now he knocks Kratz down, and the puck is chipped out. Vlad with it. Vlad up the ice for King. King dumps the puck right back in. And it's going to go around for Kratz. Kratz tried to get it out. It's going to, no, they do say it got out as Klinkhammer. I thought it kept it in, but apparently not. So we do get an offside call against the Cubs.
So for those of you just listening or paying attention to the website at home, the score is indeed 2-0 compared to the 1-1 it says online. So the Greater Sudbury Cubs are leading 2-0 at this point.
Varela with the puck. Interesting to know. Maybe they know something we don't. Brown gets the puck down the ice for Russo. Russo's going to dump it in. Dawson will chase after it. Dawson out front, couldn't quite get it. And Russo's shot as he's knocked to the ice. Fanned on it, didn't get all 100% of that. Now it's Walker. Good stick by Bagley, knocked it right back, and another chance from the blue line. Doesn't quite get out as Dawson now is able to chip it out. Horgan's going to extend it right back in. Vrugden-Hill out to play it. Vrugden-Hill plays it to the near side. Newton picks it up, though. Newton out front to Walker. That was a dangerous chance and a big save made there by Vrugden-Hill. Now it's Lefebvre. Lefebvre down the ice, finds Boys. Boys walks in, takes the shot. Varberman makes the save. And it's into the near side half wall. Down the ice, Jasoni gets a glove on it. Gloves it down, flips it right back in on the goalie. And he's just going to glove it down and get a stoppage here.
A dangerous situation developing as Vrugden-Hill decided to play the puck, and it didn't quite go the way the Voodoos were planning it, making up for it with a quick reaction save. And the Voodoos holding in their shots now 12-5 in favor of the visiting squad, as the Voodoos get a chance here in the offensive zone.
It's won by Long, though. And the Cubs quickly get the puck out of the zone and down the ice. Now Dubroy. He collides with Jasoni on the far side. Jasoni wills it forward to DeBox. DeBox is stripped of the puck. Long had the good chance. Now Vrugden-Hill, and it scores. Antonioni gets it in past a diving Vrugden-Hill. And that's his 3rd goal of the season. It's now 3-0 as well. And it looks like Derek Champagne's coming in the net. Derek Champagne, he's 6-1 on the season with a .263 goals against average and a .910 save percentage. And it'll be his first time seeing the Cubs this year.
And Champagne has been solid in the starts we've seen him in, obviously coming in relief at this point. The Voodoos, hopefully this is a jolt from the bench. Tell them to be a bit stronger on the puck in front of the net, create less space, be a bit more aggressive, and try and claw themselves back into this.
That was an awful giveaway. Roussel with the puck, far side, dumped in by Bonsignor. Varberman out to play it. He plays it around high, and it's back to the point, but kept in by Kratz. Kratz to the near side for Roussel. Roussel with a shot, and Varberman makes the save on a solid shot by Dylan Roussel.
Roussel's a guy who has a really sneaky release. It looks like he could either pass the puck or shoot. He's been very good along the blue line this year for the Powassan Voodoos. He has 2 goals and 5 assists in 17 games played. He's been a really solid addition to the Voodoos this year.
Off the draw, the Cubs quickly get the puck right back down into the Voodoo zone, but it will go for icing, so we'll get a stoppage here. And the Voodoos will get another chance offensively.
And you just need to start with one. 5:41 remaining in this opening period. Needless to say, it's been all Sudbury up to this point. Just need to start chipping away at the lead, winning the face-offs, getting some more effective possession time. The Voodoos have had the puck in the Sudbury end, but it's been essentially dead possessions.
Off the draw, Landry wins it. Roussel with a shot. That's off a body and wide. Now it's Brownlee who throws it out front, and it's going to go all the way to the blue line for Kratz. Kratz dumps it right back in. No one was there for the Voodoos, so it's back to the blue line. King can't get it past Roussel. As now Klinkhammer's going to throw it to the far side. Lazarus will get it out. It's to Cohan. Cohan, his pass up the ice, picked off by Brownlee. As now Burnett's going to dump it right back in, and that'll go for icing against Powassan as he was well behind the red line.
Just trading ends of the ice at this point. Things seem to have sort of stalled out for a second here, but the Cubs are not a team known to let off the pressure.
Champagne is yet to face his first shot of the game. As a big hit is thrown at the Voodoos blue line by Burnett. What a big one there. He absolutely blew up his man. As the Voodoos looking for any type of momentum at this point. Klinkhammer stick handles himself out of the zone, although he didn't really have anywhere to go. As he's going to send it in, Champagne will glove it down and play it calmly to Kratz. Kratz with the puck, looking through his options. Tried to flip it down the ice. Klinkhammer did a good job to bat that one down. Now Cohan taken down by Kratz, and the arm goes up immediately. And the Voodoos now are going to go on the penalty kill.
And a bit too much distance between the players and the boards on that piece of contact, as there will be a boarding call charged against the Voodoos. The Voodoos have been good on the penalty kill this year, operating at an 83.3 penalty kill percentage. But on the road, the Cubs have been at a league-leading 28% on the power play.
Ridiculous. Off the draw, the Cubs have possession. It's Newton. Newton plays it to Long. Long to the near side for Vlad. Vlad back over for Walker. Walker plays it for Vlad. Vlad takes a chance and they score. Caden Long. It's 4-0. Caden Long gets his fifth.
The Cubs move the puck around well. They find the space. Again, they just find no contention in front of the net and are able to make plays as they please. On their 14th shot of the game, they get their fourth goal. The Voodoos, ticking towards the end of the first period, are losing hope in this game.
At this point, it's almost time to start. I know you can't, but it's almost time to start looking ahead to the Sioux Eagles tomorrow, who come into town in 24 hours. Off the draw, Alexander Duguay can't quite make anything happen as the puck is down the ice, and that misses Boys. So here comes an offensive zone draw for the Cubs again.
You almost have to hope that the intermission will bring some sort of reset in the room.
It's been 2 weeks since you played at home. It's kind of sad to see you get your teeth kicked in the first period. DeBox plays it around on the far side. Barclay couldn't quite get a handle on it. Now Duguay fans on his pass back. On the far side, now a Voodoos player hits the ice. Out of nowhere. I don't know if he blew a tire or if he was taken down. Duguay with the puck, dumps it right back in. Vakala chasing after it. DeBox gets to it. Playing it onto the near side, Jasoni. Gets it back to Horgan. He can't hold the line as Boys tried to get out of the zone with the puck. Signoretti dumps it right back in. Saginaw to Jasoni. Jasoni looking for Boys, who's at the other blue line. That one misses him. Another offensive zone draw for the Cubs.
And 3:12 less in the period. And the Cubs getting opportunity after opportunity in the offensive zone. Voodoos aren't able to connect on the breakout. They're not able to carry the puck out at this point. It's almost like the Cubs are locking down the neutral zone early.
Signoretti with a shot from the point. Can't quite make it happen, though, as now it comes to Boys. Boys has it. Looking for his options. Got to Jasoni. It's off his stick, and the Voodoos start changing some of the players, as only a couple were able to get off. Now they're able to get the full line off. Klinkhammer for King. King walks in, takes a sharp angle chance. That one's off the side of the net. Now Klinkhammer and Dawson collide. Cohan, he takes a hit. Back out now it's for Dawson. Dawson trying to get the puck down the ice. To Kratz now. Kratz. Cohan picks it up. Now it's back for King. King walking in. Tries to get it around Roussel. Roussel knocks down King. And he plays it around to the near side. Dawson sends it right back out. Varela now with it. Varela to the far side. Signoretti now up for King. King down the ice. And here comes a breakaway for the Cubs. They shoot, they score. 5-0 for the Cubs. As Noah Cohan is going to get his 9th of the season.
And just a missed defensive assignment at the blue line. You just got to notice the guy behind you. There's no breaking that down. There's no analysis. There's a missed assignment, and there's a goal.
Champagne's faced 2 shots. He's allowed 2 goals. There's analysis. That's all we can say at this point. Off the draw. Bagley has it. To the near side is Brown. Brown. Picked up by Newton in the neutral zone. Now Newton walks in to the far side. Takes a shot. Champagne makes a save on that one. 16th shot sent towards the net by the Cubs this period. They're up 5-0. There's been 11 saves made between Vrugdenhill and Champagne. Brown plays it in. Brownlee gets to it. Brownlee out front. Landry takes a shot. He hits the referee as it missed the net. Now it's picked up by Brownlee. Brownlee back to Brown. Brown takes a shot. That's kicked aside by Varman. Now it's Brownlee. Up for Walker. Walker tries to play the puck around. He's knocked off the puck though as Landry ties him up and is picked up by Brown. Landry knocks his man to the ice, and there's going to be another penalty against the Voodoos here with 1:10 left as Walker fell to the ice. It's going to be slashing against Raphael Landry.
Just tangled up and the emotions high. And just mistakes you can't be making at this point of the game. There's still 2 periods left.
Really? Is there? It doesn't feel like it at this point.
It feels longer, you're right.
No, I thought by that score we were at the end of the game. Horgan off the draw. The Cubs are 1 for 1 on the power play already. Back to Horgan at the point. Now it's picked up on the far side. Shot on goal. Champagne makes the save. And now after the whistle, a Cub player hits the ice again, but no call coming this time. 57.5 seconds left on the clock. 17-7 are the shots. Voodoos off the draw, lose it. Cohan picks it up, gets it back to Horgan. Horgan back for Cohan. Now it's back to Horgan again. Horgan near side for King. King takes a shot, he scores. Second of the game. Make it 6-0 Cubs on the power play.
Cubs move the puck around well. He picks his spot, finds a little bit of daylight above Champagne's shoulder.
Well, pull out the binder, Harrison. Let's find someone else to talk about.
At the end of this period, we'll look around the league.
Cubs have it off the draw. Down the ice, Kratz knocked his man to the ice. Roussel plays it back around. Kratz has it to the near side for Roussel. Roussel plays it to the far side. Barclay with a shot. Varman makes the save. 25 seconds on the clock. And Kratz is able to chip it down the ice, but Long is going to bat it right back down. Now Barclay gets to it to Roussel. Roussel down the ice. Barclay got it out, but is picked up by Signoretti. Now it's Dubroy. He's just going to play the puck back. And that'll do it for this period. It's 6-0 after the opening 20 minutes. 18-8 are the shots on goal. We'll see you at the end of this intermission.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Powassan Sportsplex. If you're just tuning in and you thought Halloween was on the 31st, well, it's a scary day for Voodoos fans as they're down 6-0 after one period of play. The Greater Sudbury Cubs just launched out of the gate and have dominated. I'll do a very quick scoring summary. Owen King, Eden McCartney, Lucas Antonioni, Caden Long, Noah Cohan, and King again are the goal scorers in the first period. Let's go around the league, though. There is a few more games in the NOJHL happening tonight. The French River Rapids are up 3-0 halfway through the first period over the Iroquois Falls Storm. Timmins leads 5 minutes into their game against the Sioux Thunderbirds, and it's knotted at zeros as the Sioux Eagles are visiting hosting the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners. So it's a 4-game night, and Sioux, Michigan will be facing Powassan tomorrow as well. But at this point for the Voodoos, you just got to hope, start doing something, getting pucks on net, doing every cliche you can look up in the book, because you're going to need it all if you even want to have a chance in this game.
You forgot to stick to the game plan, although I think at this point the game plan's out the window.
That is true.
That's always a very good cliche.
Yeah, stick to the game plan, play our game. Well, we've seen the Voodoos play a good game before, and they have definitely not been playing their game.
Well, we're back, set to get back underway here for period number 2. The Voodoos in the road greens are going to be going left to right. The Cubs in their road whites are going to be going right to left. It's Caden Long versus Justin Russo on the draw, and the Voodoos win the draw back to Marcus Kratz, who plays it back for Roussel. Also 2 power play goals to tell you about in that period, as you mentioned in the scoring summary. As now quickly Caden Dubroy going the other way. Dubroy walks in, takes a shot. Champagne saw that one all the way into his glove. Shots on goal after the first period. As you mentioned, 18-8. It's now 19-8 in favor of the Cubs.
And the Cubs were just finding space. They were making the right plays. They were finding a ton of space in front of the net. And after 3 goals, the Voodoos saw starting goalie Cole Rugden-Hill get pulled in favor of Derek Champagne at this point.
Down the ice, it's going to go for icing against the Cubs. So the Voodoos will get an offensive zone draw. .25 seconds played in this period, 6-0 Cubs. Saginaw to the draw. And it's won by Long, back for Vlad. Vlad gets to it. And he's going to get the puck down the ice and out of the zone so the Cubs can go for a change. Played in, Bagley gets it off his shin pad and played up for Barclay, who can't get it out as it's picked up now by Antonioni. Antonioni with a shot. Barclay made the stop and then blocked from getting to the puck by Antonioni. Brown plays it for Bagley. Bagley can't get it out. As it gets to the blue line, is picked up by Klinkhammer. Klinkhammer goes around, shoots, scores off the stick. No, it's off the side of the net. As that one looked like it went in from this angle. Just missed the net, hit the side of the net. Cohan behind the net out front, stopped by Champagne. Puck again loose in the slot. Stop me if you heard that one before. Cohan out for Saginaw now. Back up the ice, Saginaw. Couldn't quite get to it. Bagley now picks it up. Bagley carries the puck back into his own zone. Plays it to the near side for Brown. Brown down the ice. It's going to be out of the reach of Barclay, and down the ice it'll go. So icing now against the Voodoos as the two teams have traded icing calls. However, when the Voodoos had the offensive zone draw, they weren't able to stay in the offensive zone.
One of the many things Sudbury has been doing well is winning those offensive zone draws. We saw the Voodoos win a few at the top of the game. Much like many things in this game, the Cubs have been dominating that stat too.
Landry with the puck out of his own zone. Landry has the puck off his stick though, as it kind of got stuck there on the ice. Varriman plays it around to the far side. It's Head. Head can't keep it in though, and right back the other way goes Walker. Walker down the ice. Plays it back for Signoretti. Signoretti to the blue line. Back for Walker. Walker had it off his stick, though, as he's knocked into the boards by Jasoni. Jasoni lost his stick in the process, and Head gets it down the ice now and picks up the blue line. However, that was well offside as Landry blew past the blue line, and now the Voodoos will have to start again at the blue line.
There's really been two factors, in my opinion, that have led to this point. The first being strength on the transition play, and Sudbury just had a much better job doing that, clearing their way through the neutral zone, finding space, getting in, and making plays. And the second being net front presence, where Sudbury just been able to dominate the net front battles, and the Voodoos haven't quite had the physicality to stop them and get those scoring chances out of the way. Starting with some strong offensive zone time is going to be the beginning of some good habit building for the Voodoos.
Kratz is able to keep it in the blue line. Speaking of offensive zone time, he dumps it right back in. Russo tried to pick it up, but he lost the puck. Now it's picked up by the Cubs. They can't get it, though, past the half walls. It's picked up by Brownlee, and Walker stripped him of the puck. Far side now going the other way. Newton stops up, turns around, plays it to the middle of the ice, and Burnett gets to it. Now, going the other way again is Roussel. Roussel with some speed takes a sharp angle chance, and that one's turned aside by Varman. Now it's Burnett. He played it around. No one's there as the Voodoos are going through a line change. And the puck down the ice. Bagley has it off his backhand and it's picked up by Walker. Walker takes a shot. That's blocked by Brown. Bagley gets it out. Can't get it out though. Signoretti gets to it. He takes a shot. That one missed the net. Now it's on to the far side on the wall. Dawson up the ice. It's going to be picked up by Lefebvre. Lefebvre with a good stick by Vlad negates that chance as Lefebvre tried to get a little nifty with it. Down the ice, Duguay takes a shot. Champagne is going to block that one out of play, and we'll get a stoppage here. And now some rough stuff after the whistle from Lefebvre and Vlad.
A couple of quick chances for the Voodoos trying to find those rush plays, trying to find their way around the offensive zone a little bit more.
In the Courtney's depressing stats of the day, the Cubs have 6 goals, the Voodoos have 9 shots. Anyways, let's do that hockey. We gotta have some fun, I guess. Duguay sends the puck in. No icing there as Jasoni's gonna get to it. Jasoni knocked off the puck, but is picked up by the Voodoos as Landry gets to it now. Landry can't quite get it out. He does. He keeps the puck, and now he's going to skate it up. Got it to Barclay, but that'll be a penalty against the Cubs. The Voodoos are going to the power play.
And the Voodoos have had a very good power play throughout the league, especially at home. The Voodoos have been at a 28.8 power play percentage on home ice. They have just been able to move the puck around. They're really familiar on their own ice, and they're able to pick their shot selection really effectively.
Off the draw was Bagley. He plays it over to the far side for Boys. Boys tries to dump it in. That one's going to go to play, though, as it hit the netting after it hit a stick. And we'll get a stoppage here, and our friendly stanchion at the Sportsplex won't tell us how much time is left on the penalty. I can tell you there's over a minute. Obviously, there wasn't that much time played either. Off the draw, it's Boys back for Bagley. Bagley gets around his man, takes a shot. Varman makes the save. Rebound is there, and the Voodoos are whacking at it, as that's the best chance the Voodoos have had all game so far. And now, Bagley missed the puck at the blue line, and it's down the ice. Champagne's going to play it. Champagne left it for Bagley. Bagley for Lefebvre, it hit a stick. So no icing there as Horgan gets to it. Horgan plays it around on the far side, but it's blocked by Russo. Or Dawson, rather. Now Russo with the puck. Russo left it for Boys. Boys twisting and turning. Tried to flip it back. McCartney got to it, and he's going to get it down the ice. As the Voodoos got a couple of chances early, and now they're going to change units. Lefebvre carrying the puck in, tried to get it to the far side, and the puck was knocked away from him. Now it's Bagley up the ice for Head. Head has Roussel with some space. Roussel walks in. Roussel with a shot, and that one missed the net. Now Bonsignor, I should say. It's up the ice for Dubroy. Dubroy walks in, takes a shot. Rebound chance, it's there. Caden Long buries it, make it 7-0 on a shorthanded goal. off that one, and now Roussel has a few words for his man as Caden Dubroy, we've seen that one shorthanded before in this building. And Caden Long buries the rebound as Champaign made the initial save.
The Cubs netting their 6th shorthanded goal.
And Roussel's going to the box.
Of the season. Champaign did a good job to make that primary save, but follow up just too quick as the Cubs were able to pounce on top of that with still 40 seconds remaining in the Voodoos power play. Well, that'll now be 4-on-4, so.
The Cubs are perfect on their power play tonight. They will get another chance unless something else happens. Barclay with the puck. Got it to Cohan. Cohan gets it out for Newton. Newton couldn't quite get a handle on it though as Signoretti gets to it. Signoretti in his own zone. Down the ice finds Newton. Newton one-on-one with Kratz, plays it to the front of the net, couldn't get to Cohan, as now 3 bodies go flying into the boards, and the Voodoos have numbers if they're quick. It's a 3-on-2. Barclay plays it to Jasoni. Jasoni, sharp angle chance. Vauerman makes the save. Maybe looking for a rebound on that one as the goaltender sealed the post.
And a good opportunity for the Voodoos as they had the numbers going in, but the space closed quickly. They were forced to take the shot. Less than, looks like 10 seconds remaining in 4-on-4 action.
Well, Harrison, we're football guys. Cubs have scored the first touchdown of the game.
They have the point after. We're going for the 2-point conversion next.
Off the draw, it's one back by the Cubs. Vauerman had to be sharp on that one. Horgan gets to it as now the Cubs are on a power play for 1:10. Now with speed going in. King with it. Has the puck, back for Walker. Horgan couldn't quite make his pass connect as it popped off his stick. Back for Walker. Now it's King. King takes a shot. Champaign makes the save, and it's out of play. So we'll get a stoppage here.
So Cubs officially going on the power play again, as you mentioned just a touch earlier. They have been flawless on the man advantage so far, and it hasn't taken them long to score each time. As we see a couple of Voodoos switching off, getting some fresh legs on the ice. It'll be Russo in for the draw.
Off the draw, the Voodoos are able to get it down the ice, so that'll kill some time here. 40 seconds left on the man advantage. Horgan with the puck out of his own zone, through the neutral zone. Horgan to the near side for Walker. Walker tried to shovel the puck to the front of the net, but a good stick by Bagley stopped that. Dawson gets to it and sends it down the ice as Klinkhammer had him lined up. Now the puck right back down the other way. Walker walking in. That's going to go for offside, though, against the Cubs, and 25 seconds left, and it'll be another face-off here.
Voodoos being able to clear the puck effectively in this abbreviated penalty kill. Hoping to keep up that outcome. As said, 25 seconds remaining. Shots now 24-12 in favor of the visiting squad.
Off the draw. Bagley couldn't quite get a hold of it now as Newton gets to it. Newton on the near side. Back for Walker. Walker walking the line, got it back for Newton. Newton back for Walker with the one-timed attempt, and that's going to come to Head. Head. It's it down the ice. 5 seconds left. That'll kill off the power play, and for the first time tonight, the Cubs don't score with the man advantage, although it was a shortened power play. Now it's quickly down the ice. Klinkhammer is going to tip that one in, and it'll come to Champaign, who just gloves it down, and we'll get a stoppage.
And another trend that has persisted throughout this game is just missed timings on the line changes, as we saw a Cubs player standing uncontested at the blue line for a good 5-6 seconds while his team had possession. And we probably would have seen a quick spring if it wasn't already a 7-0 scoreline.
Long pleading his case, but he's still being shown out of the face-off dot. Now Lazarus with a shot. Champagne is going to kick that one aside. And Boys off the draw, plays it to the near side for DeBox. DeBox for Jasoni, gets it down the ice, finds Saginaw. Saginaw to the middle of the ice for Barclay. Barclay, he had a couple of breakaways and into goal in the game against French River a week ago. Saginaw, he knocked his man down. No call coming though, as Long gets to it. Plays it back in, now Boys gets to it. Boys couldn't quite get it though as Lazarus stops that. And now Saginaw gets to it. Saginaw on the near side, lost the puck, and Long goes the other way. Long with speed, gains the zone, plays it back out front. Good stick by Jasoni, knocks that one away from Lazarus. Now the puck back in. Saginaw has it in his own zone. Saginaw up the ice, tried to spring Barclay. It just bounced away from his stick, but he'll get there in time to beat out the icing. Now a good chance there. Lazarus with Boys. Lazarus takes a hard tumble into the boards. Cohan with the puck down the ice. That'll miss everyone. No icing though, they say, as Roussel goes to pick it back up. Roussel up for Landry. Landry plays it in. That one took a weird bounce off the stanchion. And back the other way, McCartney now with it. Roussel with the puck. Got it to Landry. Landry's tip hit a man and didn't go in. 9 minutes gone here in the second period. It's 1-0 this period for the Cubs on a shorthanded goal. Kept in by the Voodoos, not for long though, as Antonioni gets it, and Signoretti going the other way. Signoretti dumping it in. Roussel with the puck. It's played out front, but a good skate knocked that one away. Still played into the corner. Newton stops up. Plays it around on the far side. McCartney tried to get it out front. Now he still gets the loose puck. McCartney going behind the net. It's back to the blue line. Varela couldn't keep it in. Signoretti picks it up. Signoretti dumping it right back in. Kratz gets to it. Kratz in his own zone. Plays it up for Burnett. Burnett dumps it in as it was stuck in his skates for a moment. Vlad gets to it. Almost 10 minutes gone here of this 1-0 period. 7-0 altogether. Dawson knocks his man down. And now the puck to the near side. Bagley gets to it. Bagley dumps it in. Raymond out to play it. And now Russo gets to it, keeps it in. Russo dumps it in for Dawson. Dawson on the wraparound attempt. And that one's stopped by the goaltender who got his pad across. There was daylight there for Dawson. Bagley has the puck into the corner. Playing it into the corner, Brown gets to it. Plays it for Bagley. Bagley down the ice. That one misses Dawson, but no icing as Raymond's out to play it. Now Vlad can't quite get it past Russo. Russo. His puck knocked away from him by Duguay. And it bounces down the ice. Signoretti's going to pick it up. Back in for Duguay. Duguay carries the puck in. Bonsignor with a good stick to knock it away from him, but now it's picked back up by Duguay behind the net. Playing out front, Bonsignor gets to it. Bonsignor down the ice. Horgan picks it up. Horgan for Duguay. Right back in. Signoretti picking it up. Now it's picked up by Saginaw. Saginaw up for his man Bonsignor, who dumps the puck in. And off the bench, the Voodoos play it. Played back to Sony. Couldn't quite hold on to it. Now it's the Cubs the other way. Walking in, King stops up. Lost the puck though, and now he plays it to the far side. And Cohan put that one over the net. Lazarus plays the puck. Bonsignor picks it up on the far side. He's knocked hard into the boards. Now out from the point, or from the corner, was Saginaw, who got up for Jasoni. Played in for Raymond, out to play it. And Lazarus leaves it for Cohan. Now Klinkhammer. Klinkhammer tried to get it down the ice. Landry skate knocked that one down. And Lazarus will pick it up and send it right back through the neutral zone again. Lazarus plays the puck. Dumps it in. Champagne will just cover it up as it was dumped in. And that should bring us to a mid-period break here. And it does with 7:33 left on the clock in the second period. And we welcome you back inside the Powassan Sportsplex. 7-0 Cubs lead here, final 7:33 of the second period. I'm Courtney Kenny, joined by Harrison Clements for this one.
On the downside, you're down 7-0. On the upside, you've only allowed one goal this period with 7:33 remaining. It's never ideal when you're talking about moral victories. It's one of the worst phrases in sports. But you have to take what you can from a game like this.
Icing call down the ice. That's one of the things that they talk about with the Blue Jays. I know it's a different sport, but oh, look at how they hung out with the big guys and everything. I don't know. To me, it's just like, when you're in that situation, yeah, you can take the moral victories if you want, but you still lost the World Series.
Yeah, you still lost the game. Still lost the World Series. You're still losing in this.
Morgan with the puck, takes a shot. That one just missed the net. Klinkhammer with it behind the net. It's played back to the blue line. Horgan wasn't there, though, as the puck hits an edge and rolls all the way down the ice. No icing, though, as it was the Cubs who had played the puck down the ice. Horgan in his own zone for Cohan. Cohan going for a skate. Gets around his man, but he nearly lost the puck. Now he does. Brown for Burnett. Burnett takes a hard hit into the corner. Now it's Bagley. Bagley tries to chip the puck out. It's kept in by the Cubs. Now the Voodoos do send it all the way down the ice, and that'll go for icing.
So 6:39 left in this period. Shots 25-13. We haven't seen a lot of offensive action on either side in the past 5 minutes, as the Cubs are taking their opportunities where they can, but they're more than content to just gain the red line, dump it in, maintain the pressure, and fight off the counterattack.
Off the draw, Russo wins it, takes a hard hit, and it's played up to the blue line, but kept in on a hand pass by Vlad, and the referees will blow that one dead.
A lot of start and stop in this period, as either we've seen, well, it's mostly been a lot of icings, as the Voodoos have tried to break out quite a few times, but they're not having much success with making the connection at the red line.
Off the draw, Navarro has to chase after it as the pass back didn't find anyone. Now Landry has it. Landry playing with Dawson. Dawson throws a hit. Navarro goes down. And there will be a penalty now as Dawson mixes it up with McCartney. The only question is Dawson staying in the game? Or is he going to be shown the door?
As it was like a bit of back turn, so I'll have to see what the call ends up being.
It looks like Dawson is heading towards the box. Nothing on the board yet, though, as the referees have yet to make their way over.
I would imagine a little bit of deliberation. No?
2 minutes.
2 on the board.
At least we don't buy our team.
So the Voodoos on the penalty kill again.
They're 1 for 3 on the penalty kill. And as quickly they're going to get the puck down the ice. Raymond's out to play it. Leaves it behind the net for his man, Vlad. Vlad. Down the ice, found Newton. Newton's going to get the puck in. Newton going for a skate, going around behind the net. He still has it at the blue line. His pass, negated or blocked by Lefebvre, but the Cubs still have possession. Now Walker with it. Walker sees a lane, takes a shot, he scores. So the Voodoos have yet to kill off a full power play. As Walker's going to get his second, I guess, of the game. I can't remember.
It's like reading a scroll at this point.
That's how I know I'm getting old, because every time I have to like pick my age now online, I have to scroll.
Oh, I thought you were saying you own scrolls. You were that old.
Oh, no. Not that old. Thanks, Harrison. Off the draw, Boys gets it up for Saginaw. Saginaw takes a hit, tried to play the puck to the middle. Antonioni got it out though. As now Kratz gets to it. Picked up by Antonioni. Now for Dubroy. Dubroy walks in, throws it out front. Antonioni tried to get it on net. That one went above the net. Now it's Roussel with the puck. Up for Long. Long can't quite get it out as he sheds a hit from Roussel. Long going for a skate. Dumps it in. Hits the ice. Bounced onto the end wall. It's picked up by Kratz. Roussel's just going to throw it to the far side as he got to the loose puck. Boys gets to it. Plays it up for Saginaw. Saginaw for Barkley. Couldn't keep it in though. Signoretti now takes a hit from Roussel. Kratz for Saginaw. Now it's to Barclay. To Bonsignor. Bonsignor plays it across for Barclay. Barclay takes a shot. One hit Varela and went wide. Into the corner. And on the far side wall. Bonsignor trying to battle his way to the front of the net. Barclay takes another shot. That's off the glass and goes wide. To Box taking a shot. Raymond's going to block it. And we'll get a stoppage here.
So 4:14 taking away in the period. The shot count from first period for folks at home was 18-8. So significantly less shot volume in this period. As the Voodoos hope to win an offensive zone draw.
They do, but it's the Cubs with the first meaningful possession of the off the draw. And it's right back down the ice. Bagley tried to dump it back down. Jacob Signoretti got to it and dumped it right back in. Bagley on the far side. Into the neutral zone. Jacob Signoretti picks it up. Plays it to the far side for Varela. Now it's down for Matteo Signoretti, who quickly gets the puck in. Sharp angle chance, looking for a tip perhaps. Didn't find his man though. As Head and Russo try to get the puck down the ice. Bagley now knocks his man down. That was Vakala on the receiving end of that hit. Head throwing a body as well in his own zone. Now Bagley trying to throw another hit, but Signoretti gets around that one. Signoretti gets it out front. Puck goes far side. Russo. He's wrestled to the ice. As Signoretti gets him. Still has the puck. Now, it's Bonsignor. He dumps it in. Chasing after that is Head, but Signoretti's going to get to it first. Now to the near side. It'll come to the neutral zone for DeBox. DeBox for Jassoni. Jassoni down the ice. And that's going to roll in for Raymond's going to cover that one up. And we'll get a stoppage here on what would have been an icing call had he not touched it. But the puck, when it rolls to the front of your net, you kind of don't have a choice.
Yeah, it's not like I'm no goalie expert, Courtney. And I never claimed to be, but I feel like
you
that's
do
a
pretty
good
in street hockey.
Oh, yeah, when I don't throw up my back. But yeah, I typically don't want to let those ones go. As I don't know how many icings we've had in this period. The umpteenth, let's go with, as
Klinkhammer off the draw. Burnett gets to it. He dumps the puck down the ice. Navarro plays it around on the far side. Brownlee tried to get to it. He tied up his man, but the puck comes out. Now to Box. Had the puck hop over his stick. And Klinkhammer picks it up in his own zone. Klinkhammer nearly lost the puck to Burnett as the two number 14s battled there for a moment. Klinkhammer tries to play it to the far side to Box. Good stick there to negate that, but Lazarus keeps it in. Now Cohan can't keep it in after the pass from Lazarus hit him. Dumped back in. Box picks it up. Box from behind his net gets it up for Burnett. And he plays it down for Brownlee. Brownlee gets around his man. Brownlee tried to play it out front, hit the side of the net. Cohan the other way. Cohan carries it in. As Roussel was trying to line him up for an old-fashioned hip check and just missed. Now Klinkhammer takes a shot. King has another chance. Back for Vlad. Vlad taking a shot. That one's up and over the net. Now Horgan has it. Horgan dumped it right back in. Cohan plays it over for Vlad on the near side. Vlad leaves it. Back to the blue line for Cohan. Cohan with a shot. That's stopped by Champagne, and the rebound was there for McCartney, but Champagne was able to cover up.
Who's just doing their best to cover space, but Sudbury finding these passing lanes, finding these shooting lanes. Champagne controlling that rebound well, though. 1:28 left in the period. Shots 27-14. Here we go for another faceoff.
Voodoos going for a quick change as well. Lefebvre and Saginaw leaving real quick. Bagley to the near side. Barclay with it. Walker keeps it in. Dumps it right back around behind the net. Bagley dumps it down the ice. And now Horgan gets to it. He's going to play it down the ice for Walker. Walker gets it for Brown. Brown plays it to the near side. Barclay plays it around for Brown. Brown still can't get it out of his zone, as now it's for Bagley. Oh, look at that. The Voodoos couldn't get it out of the zone. Played back in by the Cubs. Dawson play it to the blue line. Kept in again by the Cubs. Now it comes out because the puck hit a body and goes back across the blue line. Vlad. Sharp angle chance. That one's off the iron. Now Barclay with the puck. Barclay up the ice. Gets it for Dawson. Dawson takes a shot. Raymond makes the save. 24.4 seconds left on the clock. It's 8-0.
Time ticking down in the second period, and look, what do you want me to say? it's a blowout. It's 8-0. You want to name an offensive stat category, the Cubs are dominating it.
Off the draw. The Voodoos try to get possession in the zone, and they can't. Tassoni plays it to the near side for DeBox. DeBox will dump it in. 8 seconds on the clock. The Cubs have it in their own zone. And that'll do it here for the first 40 minutes as Landry tries to throw it towards the net. And it's going to come out of the zone. 40 minutes of play, 8-0 for the Cubs. We'll be back with more after the second intermission.
Hey everybody, it's a Friday. Welcome to the Powassan Sportsplex, and it's 8-0. The Greater Sudbury Cubs are winning 8-0 over the Powassan Voodoos at the end of 40 minutes. So we'll do a very brief scoring summary. Opening the scoring in the first period was Owen King, Eden McCartney, Lucas Antonioni, Cade Long, Noah Cohan, and Owen King once again. In the second period, we had less goals, but still 2 in favor of the Cubs. The first being a shorthanded goal by Caden Long, assisted by Caden Dubroy. And then Mason Walker picked a top corner, and that was a power play goal, leading us to our 8-0 scoreline currently. Around the league, there's a couple other games. The Sioux Michigan Eagles are up 1-0 at the top of the third over the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners. The Voodoos will face the Eagles tomorrow at 7 p.m. And the Sioux Thunderbirds are losing 1-4 against the Timmins Rock halfway through the second period. And the French River Rapids, with 3:55 remaining in the second period, are up 3-1 over the Iroquois Falls Storm. So after a bit of an extended break due to some Zamboni technical difficulties, we're back for some hockey.
It is indeed a Friday night. Thanks, Harrison.
You're welcome. Numbers, letters, days of the week, I got it all, 2K. I come prepared.
Yeah, there we go. What month is it?
November, February.
Ah, yes. There we go. You know what?
The second important sport month.
We talked about we talked about it on the way down. I think it sucks that it's dark at 5:30 now.
Oh yeah, I was expecting to be like, okay, yeah, it's gonna be a little. Nope, it's just pitch black. I leave work. We'll ever see daylight again? Who knows?
No, you won't. Not until the spring, anyways. At that point, it'll be playoff season.
Playoffs?
We're talking about playoffs? As we're underway here, the Cubs and the Road Whites are going left to right in this third period. Third and presumably final period. The Voodoos are going right to left in their Road Greens as Dawson takes a shot from an angle. And the puck goes to the far side. If the Cubs score once more, I'm going to get into impressions, and it's going to be terrible. Roussel with the puck, skates the line, tried to take a shot. Puck rolled off his stick, though, as it kind of stuck to the ice there. Once again, the ice is extra wet right now because the Zamboni only just got off the ice after having some issues during the intermission. That elongated the intermission. Now it's Lefebvre. He takes a shot, and that one hits a stick and goes out of play.
So if you're just tuning in now and wondering, well, how did we get here?
With the record scratch and everything.
Yeah, pretty much. Scratching the record, and look, the Cubs just came out of the gate early. The Voodoos weren't able to defend physically or spatially, and it just spiraled out of control from that point.
Off the draw, Barkley with a shot. That was blocked. Continue, if you wish.
And look, it was a tighter defensive game from the Voodoos in the second period, but it was equally so from the Cubs, as they had a well-established lead at that point and were basically able to lock down the neutral zone, taking advantage of a misplay on the power play that the Voodoos did have, and the Cubs are also 3 for 4 on their man advantage.
That was the Cubs' MO in the last game that they played here. They struck on the power play, as there's going to be an icing call. Harrison, I wanted to check in on you, bud. Yesterday, your Habs did not have a good game. Now you're here for this Voodoos game. How are you holding up?
What is scoring? I know what it feels like to be scored against, but, you know, there's always tomorrow, and that's the great thing about hockey season is there's a lot of games left to be played. Are they all going to go your way? Absolutely not. But a lot of the time you have a chance to rebound quickly. You have a chance to, you know, live and fight another day until as I said, you get to the spring and then things get nail-biting.
And then playoffs?
Hey, it's a lot better for the Habs so far, you know, albeit with some injuries. But it's not coming down to the last game of the season at this point for them to show up.
A couple of saves made by Champagne. I mean, it is early, but the Habs do look pretty good. And I've really liked, as a Leafs fan, I've really liked how the Habs have been building their team for the last few years. I'm a big fan of Cole Caulfield. I don't want to admit that, but I am admitting it.
It's recorded, folks.
It is. I just think the goaltending's a little suspect.
Yeah. Sam Montembeault with an 840 isn't great.
No, well, hey, Anthony Stolars, he's not too far off. I mean, to be fair, he was put into a not great situation to start the season, but Joseph Wool's coming back, and I didn't think I would hope for the season on. I mean, as much as I love Joseph Wool, I didn't think I'd be hoping this much for him to come back.
That was just announced today, I believe.
It was, as the puck's going to hit someone on the Voodoo's bench and go out of play. It was, because I have him in fantasy, so I was able to swap him and Matthews on the IR. Love it.
Oh.
It's a great season. Let's go, Leafs.
What a great hockey day for you, bud.
Yeah.
It's.
I mean, at least the Leafs didn't get blown out last night. They went to overtime. But
that's true. Yeah.
I was like, the Leafs made it to overtime. I'm going to turn on overtime and check it out. 30 seconds later, I was like, all right, back to my video games.
Well, I had the pleasure of watching the Habs get destroyed by sitting beside Powassan Voodoos GM Chris Dawson at the Battalion game. Just getting an update. Ooh, a goal. Oh. And then Chris would look over at me and be like, oh, sorry, man. Like, oh, this is great.
Chris is the best, winner. Because he, will just look at you and be like, oh, I'm sorry.
It's almost pitiful.
Voodoos try to get out of the zone. They do. Cohan. Going for a skate in his own zone. Down the ice. Up for King. King walks in. He takes a hit. And the puck is along the half wall now. Brownlee battling for it. He takes a hit as well from Klinkhammer. And the Voodoos get it out as the lines are, Russo has been double shifted a couple of times here, but the lines we might see the lines in the blender a little bit. We talked about moral victories. This period's probably going to be chock full of them for the Voodoos, or trying to be chock full of them. Puck down the ice now for the Cubs. Cohan, as King was well offside. Don't know what happened there.
I see it a lot in blowout games where coaches will try and mix up the lines. When you have everything to gain and nothing to lose, there's no time like a game time experiment to try and test out maybe some new combinations, see what possibilities lie out there.
Dumped in. Marine makes a save. Dawson on the near side. Sends the puck around. Voodoo's inching closer slightly on the shot clock. 29-17 now. It's no longer being outshot by double the amount, because simple maths.
So the shots in the first period of play were 18-8 in favor of the Cubs. And it was nearly a tie in the second with 9-7 in favor of the Cubs. So cutting down on the shooting opportunities in the second period.
Off the draw, the Cubs have possession. Take a shot. That one's off the post, and there's a delayed penalty coming to the Voodoos. As now the puck's going to roll down the ice, and it's in! Wow! What happened there? As the Voodoos are in flight here on a clear by the Cubs down the ice on a delayed penalty. It's 8-1. The shutout is broken.
It's one of those things that happens when you see a goalie get pulled and you're having the penalty await and you're not quite sure if it's a possibility, and then to see it happen live.
Now Klinkhammer's going to go over and get an explanation from the refs. I mean, it's one goal, Dax.
So the goal goes in, it counts, and now the Voodoos will go on the penalty kill.
That's got to be as rare, if not rarer, than a goalie goal.
I don't know if I've ever seen that, let alone
I've never seen it live. No,
absolutely not.
Patrick Kane had one like that. As now the Cubs will look to get back on the power play here. We'll have to see who gets the goal as Newton's shot is out of play. Who's awarded with the goal by the Voodoos. And that was one of those things where the puck started to roll down the ice and you're like, this isn't going to happen. And then it happens.
It never happens. It never happens. It hits a post, it goes off the side. Someone yeah. It happened.
Well, we talk about moral victories, Harrison. How's that one? We still don't know who scored the goal, and they still have a penalty to kill, but off the draw, Newton.
The credit goes to Caleb Dawson.
Hey, if that's actually Caleb Dawson's goal, it's now a new career high at 11. Newton with the puck. And that's what they announce here in the arena as puck rings off the post. DeBox gets to it, sends it down the ice, and away it goes as it hits the edge.
Begley gets the assist on the play.
So Begley keeps up his point-a-game pace. And Caleb Dawson scores a career high as Champagne's going to dump the puck out.
Aggressive out of his net there.
Very aggressive as Newton dumps the puck in. Now Long takes a shot. Champagne makes the save. But yes, Caleb Dawson, I'm sure that's not how he envisioned his career, getting past his career high in goals, but hey, and he only owes me 2 now for the Timbits.
For those of you wondering what Courtney's talking about, he made an appearance on, was it center ice?
Home ice.
Home ice, my bad. And did an interview where he explained a little bit of a pregame ritual that's it's available to see online.
I think that ritual is probably out the window after this one.
Yeah.
At least that's what Caleb's mom did come up and say that to me in the intermission, so we'll have to figure something else out. But he still scored somehow. Horgan with the puck to McCartney. Now it's to King. King back to Horgan. Horgan leaves it for King. King takes a shot. That's blocked by Russo. And Russo's going to get it out of the zone, but not far down the ice as McCartney will get to it in the neutral zone. Now Horgan has it. Horgan going for a skate. Carries the puck down the ice. A good stick there by Dawson. Knocked it away from him as McCartney gets it to Cohan. Cohan. 20 seconds left on the man advantage. Cohan has the puck. Plays it around behind for Horgan. Now it's up for King. King carries the puck in. Sheds a hit from Roussel. Now it's back to the blue line. King got it to Russo. No, but it's not out. As moral victory number 2, the Voodoos have killed off a full 2-minute penalty. And they got a goal out of it somehow.
They technically, that doesn't count as short-handed.
Yeah. Anyways, Klinkhammer walking in. He tried to pass it across ice. That one's picked off by Saginaw. Saginaw tried to get around Lazarus, and he blew a tire. Klinkhammer can't get it down the ice, so as Barclay sends it right back, but Klinkhammer picks it up at the blue line. Sent back in by Cohan. Champagne stopped the puck. Leaves it behind the net. Brown plays it up for Bagley. Bagley gets around his man. Now he carries the puck in with a nice little move. Bagley, sharp angle chance on a good looking move by the defender there, but it's blocked aside by Verheimen. And now Duguay with it. Duguay. He had the puck knocked off his stick. Brown chips it off the boards, but not out as it's kept in by the Cubs. Now Brown picks it right, or Bagley picks it up and dumps it down the ice. Now it's up for Matteo Signoretti. Signoretti, sharp angle, blocked aside by Champagne. And it's back to Navarro. Navarro takes a shot. That's blocked. Boys gets to it. Now Boys down the ice. Boys goes to the far side. Still has the puck on his stick. Now he leaves it there. Out front, good chance there. Is stopped by Verheimen. As now Saginaw blows a tire again, trying to keep the puck in. And the puck's going to come out. Behind the net. Cubs have it. Duguay. Prevented out cross ice. Bonsignor. Now it's down the ice again. Dubroy had a step if he was able to get to it. And a good play there by the Voodoos, although off the stick it came in on Champagne. And the goaltender had to be sharp on that. Urella to Jacob Signoretti. Now a big hit thrown by Head, as Head just knocked him right to the ice. Now it's to Head. Head can't get a shot away though, as the puck's knocked away from him and down the ice. Roussel gloves it down. Roussel He nearly fanned on it. He did, but he's able to get it out of harm's way just barely. Now, head the other way. Head back into the zone. Lost the puck. Jacob Signoretti gets to it. Now, Bonsignor lost the puck again, and Antonioni's going to carry the puck back in. Roussel chips it down the ice. That'll go all the way down for Horgan. Got it to Newton. Newton twisting and turning. Rousseau try to get it past Newton. Now he's falls. Newton plays the puck to the far side. Now it's down the ice and into the Voodoo zone. Away from Roussel. They're going to say no icing. As picking it up is Walker. Walker lost it though. As down the ice now, Kratz is in a foot race. Kratz. As now we're going to have a tussle at the far end, as that's Roussel. As the puck had gone the other way, so I missed what started, but Roussel and I think Newton got into it.
Yeah, behind the play, they just made contact along the boards and tempers flared and away they go.
Roussel is going off, so he'll be out of the rest of the game. And Newton, we'll have to see what goes on there. Newton just skating around the bench. Roussel was promptly shown off the ice. Again, we missed what started it.
It was just them making contact, and Roussel was definitely the
aggressor.
The aggressor in that instance.
Roussel has been trying to throw his body weight around in this game quite a bit.
We rarely see a, how do we say in hockey terms, maybe a peaceful game, and that's going to be a 5-minute major. So 10:39 remaining in the game.
And I'm going to guess Newton staying in, so. Brownlee's going to serve it. Yep, Newton's still out on the ice, so. Now, I've been given carte blanche to say a word, but I'm not going to.
Nope.
But I would like to say it. So I'll just wait till the end of the game.
No, Courtney, please.
And say it as soon as the game's over. Off air.
There we go. Save it for the car ride.
Newton out on the ice still. Carries it in on the power play. And he gets it to DuBrois. And his pass hits a stick of head and goes down the ice. 30 seconds gone on this 5-minute major to Dylan Roussel. Vlad with the puck. Carries it in, gets it to Newton on the near side. Newton looked like he had carried the puck back over the blue line, but they say no. Play on. Now Vlad takes a shot. That's blocked in front of the net. Now DuBrois shoving his man out of the way. Rebound came into a dangerous area. Caden Long with the puck. Gets it to Newton. Newton back for Long. Long takes the shot. That one's off the glass. Now Walker on the far side. Head right on him. Plays the puck to the near side. Just missed Newton. Newton going for a skate to the blue line. Gets it back to Vlad. Back to Newton as they play pitch and catch. Now he tried to feather a pass through to the near side. Didn't quite get to Walker cleanly, but now Walker gets it. Walker for Vlad. Takes a shot. That one's blocked as well. Jasoni couldn't quite get to it. He takes a hard hit. Now DeBox gets to it. And DeBox is going to dump it down the ice. Voodoos will have to make half a change here as the defense stays out. Now Cohen gets it in. That's blocked. Dawson gets it on the near side and dumps it down the ice. For Raymond out to play the puck. Quickly down the ice to McCartney. Cohen has the puck. Goes around in the corner. Back to the blue line, Horgan. To the far side for McCartney. McCartney. Back to Horgan. To King. Back to Horgan. Now McCartney takes a shot. That's stopped by the goaltender, Champagne. And Russo is tripped up. There's a call coming here to the Cubs, as that'll only be the second penalty of the game going to the Cubs. and it's going to come with 2:42 left on the 5-minute advantage. So it's not a power play for the Voodoos.
So we will.
But it will be 4-on-4 for 2 minutes.
Evens the ice a little bit more. And the Voodoos had been doing a pretty good job, frankly, on that penalty kill. They were clearing, they were getting in the way. They had a little bit of difficulty clearing, but for the most part, they were making life difficult for the Cubs. The Cubs love to go for those seam passes, and we saw it a lot earlier, just trying to get it to the bumper, trying to get it net front, and the Voodoos gave them a much more difficult time.
Bagley off the draw. Rebound is there, kicked away by the goaltender for Raymond. As now the Cubs are going to take it the other way. Horgan into the Voodoo zone. He's tied up on the half wall by Lefebvre. Barclay in there as well. Now it comes out for Bagley. Bagley on the far side. He's going to send it up for Lefebvre. It's off his stick and into the corner. Lefebvre lost it though. As now King going the other way. King carries the puck in. Into the half wall, throws the puck cross ice, looking for Cohan. And the pass didn't connect. Now Cohan leaves it for Horgan, but a good read there by Barclay is able to get the puck out. Navarro for Cohan. Cohan on the near side in his own zone. Collects the puck, looking for the stretch pass up for Horgan. Horgan's going to get a chance, and his sharp angle chance is turned aside by Champagne. Now Navarro has the puck at the blue line. It's picked up by the Voodoos, but not out. Walking to the middle of the ice, King. King couldn't get a shot away as Brown was all over him, and now the Cubs are going to send it right back down into their own zone. 20 seconds left on this 4-on-4. Coming in is Lazarus. Lazarus walks in, almost uncontested, they score. (9-1).
Walks in, treads the defense, the open man net side to side across the crease. Textbook. 9-1. And even with the extra open ice outside of the offensive zone draw, there was really no pressure from the Voodoos. 6:52 left in this one. Shots 34-21. And we'll continue at 4-on-4.
Cubs with possession off the draw. Dump it in. The only goal the Voodoos have scored tonight was on an accident. It's 9-1 for the Cubs. As the 4-on-4 is about to be over here, as Klinkhammer's about to come back out on the ice. As the 5-minute major still into play, Varela takes a shot. That's turned aside by Champagne. And yeah, 6:22 left here in this period. There's been no mid-period break yet because of the 5-minute major. I'm just gonna start calling the game like a golf commentator. That's kind of what it sounds like now.
And he sets up. And the swing. Excellent strike.
You clearly aren't talking about my golf game. Klinkhammer blows a tire coming over the boards. As we're back to the power play here for 30 seconds. Klinkhammer with it. Threw the puck cross ice. Lazarus had activated, but puck didn't quite get to him. Klinkhammer on the far side. Gets the puck to the far side. It's picked up, though, by the Cubs. Again, back to the blue line. Varela with the puck. McCartney back to Varela. Far side now, Lazarus takes a shot. Champagne makes a save. It nearly bounced in off Kratz. And now the 5-minute major is over with the Cubs getting a goal, but with an asterisk as it came 4-on-4. They didn't score on the actual power play portion of the 5-minute major. Moral victory number 3.
Lots of asterisks in this game.
All right, where's the trash can? Who's banging it? They know what pitch is coming.
They're tipping their shots.
Yeah.
Great.
That very much means two different things in these sports. Near side, Jasoni has the puck through the neutral zone. Under 5 minutes left to go. Shot comes from Jasoni, saved by Verheyen. If you've lasted this long with us as a Voodoos fan, thank you very much. If you're a Cubs fan, I'm sure you're big fans of us.
So with 4:53 remaining, will we see a mid-period break? Yes, we will. The quote-unquote mid-period break with 4:53 remaining. 9-1 the score. We'll be back in a few moments.
Yay. Hello and welcome back to HGTV's Love It or List It. Do we love this game or are we going to list it, Harrison?
I would like to put this up for sale. And just to mention, there has been quite a few items up for auction here tonight.
I feel like the poor lady who's going around with the 50-50 ticket, I feel like that person's left a long time ago. She's been going around for most of this period with the number, looking for somebody. Boys tries to get a shot. That one's blocked, though, in front of the net by Jacob Signoretti, and we'll get a stoppage here.
So 4:33 left in the period, and shots 36-22, so the Voodoos do eclipse the 20-shot plateau. As there was 8 in the first from them, 7 in the second.
Battle for it on the draw. Monsignori. Got it off to Kratz. And his shot hit a body. We'll have a play. As the Voodoos keep it in. As the puck is going to get chipped down the ice. Good strike on that one. By Kratz. Although apparently the golfer on the team is Ryan Saginaw. I'll believe it when I see it, Mr. Saginaw. He's definitely going to be better than me, that's for sure. As now we get some more pushing and shoving. Duguay, along with his man, and it looks like there's a delayed penalty coming against the Cubs. As Duguay and his man mix things up a little bit. That was head. And Duguay will take the penalty, so the Voodoos will get their second power play of the game. Not much to write home about here. 36 shots on goal for the Cubs, 22 for the Voodoos. Well, it depends on which side of the fence you're on, I suppose. If you're the Cubs, there's lots to write home about on this one. If you're the Voodoos, well, good thing you are home, so you don't have to write a letter. We'll be back in action again tomorrow against the Sioux Eagles as boys try to get the puck off the draw, but he's tied up by Signoretti, and Signoretti gets the puck down the ice. Now Russo still battling for it, and it's sent right into the Voodoo zone. Now Bagley. Bagley lost the puck briefly, picks it back up in his own zone. Now it's to Lefebvre, to Boys. Boys, near side for Russo. Russo just going to rim it around. Dawson will pick it up on the far side, send it right back from where he got it. Russo picks it up, back to Boys. Boys. Lefebvre. Lefebvre. Back to Bagley. Bagley winds up, takes a shot, fanned on it as that one went wide. He didn't get all of that one. Not a good strike. As now, it's played back for Dawson. Back to Bagley. Near side for Boys. Boys. Far side was looking for Dawson. Dawson was looking for the one-timers. He went to a knee. And now it's back to Boys, who sends it right back towards the net. And Varanen makes the save. His 23rd shot against this game and 23rd save? I mean, like, does that count as a goal against? Like, he still has made every save on every shot towards him.
I'm really not sure how maybe it only counts if he was technically on the ice.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to ask somebody after the game. I am curious
This
to
is
know.
like where like it needs to be like an NFL broadcast where we just bring in like a rules expert.
Let's just call Mike right now.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
He's the one scoring the game.
Not
Not our
birthday boy, Mike Brown.
not birthday boy Mike Brown. Happy birthday.
Well, I hope everything else today's been good for you, Mike. As you keep our camera at work looking excellent still. Kratz for Jasoni. Jasoni plays to the near side. Jasoni keeps it in. Saginaw has it on the near side wall now. Saginaw, far side for Kratz. Kratz, as they score. No? Somehow Raymond made the save on that one. That was tipped towards the net. And the way the netting moved, I would have thought, but I guess not.
Yeah, it was a pass over for the backdoor pass, and he started tracking along, but the deflection in front must have just got caught up in his padding.
Now off the draw, Jasoni leaves it for Kratz at the blue line. Kratz to Jasoni. Jasoni takes a shot. Raymond makes the save. 25 shots against so far.
Under 10 seconds left in the power play, a minute 41 remaining in this game.
Saginaw coming in for the draw. One senior with the puck now. Gets it to Kratz. Now it's in tight for Saginaw. Saginaw out front. And the Voodoos can't make anything happen as Raymond's down on the ice swimming. And we're back to 5-on-5, and somehow the puck stays out as the Voodoos got a couple of whacks at it. And the goaltender, was down on the ice and made the save.
And there was some good looks there from the Voodoos. Moved the puck around well. They maintained possession. They were able to get some solid shots across. Of course, nothing going in, but a step in the right direction. 1 minute, 30 seconds remaining in the game. Shots now 36-27, so the Voodoos inching towards the 30-shot mark.
Another shot from the point, got up high on Raymond.
Make it 28.
Round and Round by Rat. A band right out of the glam scene in the 1980s in LA. Kind of like this game, we're going round and round. Lord, nobody wants me to start singing, so hopefully this minute and 15 seconds go by quickly here. Duguay with the puck. And the Cubs have it into Voodoos territory. Far side, kept in by Signoretti. And the puck bounces away. Now Landry gets to it. Burnett took a hit, but he got the puck down the ice. Played around to the near side. Navarro gets to it. Out into the neutral zone. The Cubs still have possession as they're just going to play keep away here for the final 40 seconds. But now the Voodoos have it. Brown with the puck. Plays it around behind the net. Up for Brownlee. Brownlee. To Navarro. Navarro down the ice. Signoretti gets to it. 18 seconds on the clock. As the puck is just left here in the neutral zone with the two teams battling over it. Jasoni and Signoretti. And that'll do it here. Cubs are going to win 9-1. And the Voodoos will be back in action tomorrow against the Sioux Eagles. You got anything quickly that you want to say, Harrison?
Wash this one away, move on quick. You got a game tomorrow. The Eagles lost 4-2 tonight against the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners. Timmins is winning 6-1 over the Sioux Thunderbirds, and the French River Rapids are currently up 4-1. I do want to mention an event that happened tonight, a bit of positivity in the community, as tonight the Voodoos had a silent auction for Davey Malloy. He was a former Voodoos trainer, and he's recently suffered a health scare. So everyone who was at the game tonight pitched in a silent auction to support the family. I myself walked away with a Henri Richard Saku Koivu game-worn sweater card. So I just want to highlight the good that small-town communities can come together and make a difference for those especially close to the Voodoos and who have been involved with the team for a long time. So I just wanted to put a little bit of positivity at the end of what ended up not being a great game for the Voodoos. So I think with that, unless you have anything in addition to say, we will see you back here tomorrow as the Voodoos look to bounce back quickly against the Sioux Michigan Eagles. I'm Harrison, he's Courtney. Thanks for sticking with us tonight. Thank you, Mike Brown, and have a good evening.